boo-boo. Look at you. I had to take my lunch break to touch your ass. Cause we sick of your shit. You weird. You weird. You got a coupon, we taking all of them. We accepting coupons, $21.99 for this bedazzled ass muzzle. We gonna ship that bitch to Black Diamond. We gonna make sure her ass walking that gala shutting the fuck up. Ain't no bullies. This bitch sit up here and lip box with everybody every day just fucking because. She will ruin a fucking show instantly with her fucking opinion. Don't nobody care about drop dry ass mouth self. We sick of your shit. Collectively. Collectively.
How did you get into this?
Cause drop bitch.
Now y'all heard Manny ask. Now Poozie, how did you get into this? By the way, shout out to Matt Kyle with the recap.
Had the audacity to say that I was begging on the app every day when her dry lip ass need to be begging. Got me begging for her lip, for her goddamn lip foundation.
Did you say that?
Yeah, that bitch say I beg for a nigga that don't even want me.
Did you say that?
Poozie, I just want to thank you, girl. I see the girls. You said they're not gonna trick you. I can't spot again. My girl went on lunch break. Period.
You feel me? Put that in train bean. You feel me? Cause what she got me is fucked up.
Period. But on your lunch break, girl, I felt
that
it.
part.
I felt it.
You said it about me. Every time I say that people got an issue with let me take all
This motherfucker that went too loud.
Okay, it sounded like she was going back to work. But yes, so Poozie. All right now, Poozie, I have some questions.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
The question that I do have, it sounds like you were coming up there to check Drop Queen for inserting herself, because that is the rumor on this app that she always inserts and censor herself. However, in that moment, do you think that's exactly what you were doing?
Yes, Judge. I did take the opportunity to get my voice heard during the Drop Queen roast session.
Since she said that, can we pause for one moment, Bella? Let me say something.
I had to catch her where I seen her at during the time that I had to finally say it. I had been trying to catch her since Friday.
So Bella, if we can say something, she called it a Drop Queen roast session. So let me tell you what it actually was. My name was being discussed on Diamond's panel. See, people always want to say I insert myself. I do this. I do the same thing. I get on panels like everybody else and give my spiel on whatever the topic is. And people don't like to, they try to silence me, I guess, because I'm a strong voice and I don't back down. I'm not going to get up here and say that Kev is right from saying that it's okay for him to spit in my face, which is assault, but then says wrong for a guy to tell Alex he's pew-pew. I'm going to do what's right. So she just said that it was a Drop Queen roast session when it was actually supposed to be a conversation between me and Diamond. But you heard her say it was a roast session. And the first thing that she said when she got up in a panel, she said, now let me get some of this. That's the first thing Poozie said. Because everybody...
Yes, I tagged myself into what I had been seeing happening.
That's fine, Poozie. I was muted while you were talking. So if they were dogpiling me as they always do on Diamond's panel, and she...
I would like to stop you right there, Drop Queen, because I have another question for you, Poozie. Poozie, have you been dogpiled on this app before?
Girl, from day one, October 27, 2022, my first day on Diamond's show, I've been dogpiled. And even up until yesterday or whenever the last day I went on there this week, I'm the dogpile queen. Me and Evans invented that shit.
God damn. So I ain't gonna hold you. They must have went on you pretty bad for you to know down the date, the year. That's pretty violent.
Yes.
And I agree with her. I was dogpiled the very first day I got in Diamond's panel too.
But the thing is, Diamond don't let them dog pile us. They choose to come up there and dog pile us.
He let you
So
do it because
that's not what I am asking. I need you to listen to the questions that I'm asking because I'm asking for a reason, Poozie. If you know down to the specific date, was it a Tuesday? Because it sounds like you even know the day of the week it might have happened on.
It was a Thursday.
It was a Thursday. See, so you know exact. So that right there tells me that that mentally did something to you because you remember the specific day it happened on, the year, the month, all of that. With that being said, knowing how it felt for you, why would you then say to yourself, okay, Drop Queen's turn, tag me in, knowing how it made you feel? This is a genuine question, Poozie.
Because when I decided to put myself on social media platform TikTok, I knew that the world was going to have their judgments towards me. And I knew that once the boxes opened up and people allowed me on their panel, that people would have their different judgments of things that were coming out of my mouth, knowing me or not knowing me. So I put myself in the line of defense to get dog piled on, and I can handle it. And I did fall out with Diamond behind that. I felt the same way Drop felt. Why didn't you defend me? I thought we was cool, with certain situations. And Diamond explained to me on the front end, in front of everybody, who she is and how her platform runs and what her show is about. And I took better understanding after being able to have that one-on-one with her. I never took it to the streets. I never drug her. I never tried to create a team hate Diamond because she flaked on Poozie campaign. I took my L and I kept on rolling and then returned to the show when I felt most comfortable.
Okay, so my question now is, do you think it was okay to engage in the same hurt to Drop Queen that you received at one point? Do you think it was okay for you to do that? Remember the saying, do unto others as you want done to you?
Yes, ma'am. I do feel like it was most important for me to get what I was trying to get to drop through. I do feel like the comment sections and sometimes the questions from the host can instigate the intent of me having the conversations with Drop, the times that I have tried to communicate with her. And I feel like I personally feel like the focus comes off of me and her in the conversation, and then her statements become general. And then she starts including things that happen to her from others aligning with what I'm talking about, and it gets us to no solution, no resolution.
Okay, so understanding how it made Drop Queen feel, will you be engaging in any more dog pile sessions pertaining to her or anyone else for that matter?
When it comes down to the case with Drop, as long as she can understand what is happening on my end, and if she has any questions, talk to me about it, whether it be DM or in the boxes, as long as she can get my side before she states her statements about me, then I won't. But if she continues to assume, then I'm going to continue to attack. I have to defend myself against the things that she says about me that are false. Like Kev said, I'm going to stop you where you're wrong out with me. And as far as others, I don't do that. I only come at people that have came at me. I only come at them when they come at me, and typically I do it on my platform.
Poozie, can I ask if I'm able to ask a question, Bella? When have I ever come at you? I thought we were cool. As a matter of fact, you asked me to do a one-on-one with you, and I told you I would do it. So when did I exactly come at you, and why?
My very first encounter with you.
Oh, no, very first. Oh my God, you going all the way back then when just recently?
You just asked when, Drop. No. Wait a minute. Am I confused? Did you not just ask me when did you come at me?
Yeah, I guess I'm confused by why you would go to our very first encounter when I just told you an instance recently within the last month that you requested that I do.
Maybe you didn't hear the question you asked me, but you said when did I?
I'm talking about when did I do something for you to respond the way that you're responding now and say the things that you said on that tape. When did I do something that caused you to react that way? Because you're acting like I'm always speaking.
Oh,
on
you're
you.
saying pertaining to the clip that was just played, not what made me ever go back and because sometimes I'm team drop and sometimes I'm team fuck drop. That's what you say. But you're saying about this situation. And I opened my statement up with when you said you're crowdfunding for a nigga who don't even want you, and you said you called my mama a bitch.
I never said you're crowdfunding for somebody who didn't want you, but whatever you said,
Drop.
Poozie, they
You
say
can't
anything
ask me
goes,
to
though.
drop. You can't ask me what you did to me and then tell me that's not what you did. And I'm telling you in front of
You just said you
1,600
wasn't
people.
sure if that's what I said. You came on here and
Drop.
said,
I'm saying, Bella, I need order. I need order. Okay, you just asked me, when did you do that? And because a word was missed in the sentence, I miscomprehended. So therefore, I comprehend now that your question originally was, what did Drop Queen do to Poozie to make her come out the bag on Manny's platform? Correct?
You came up here and said,
No, yes or no?
okay, I'm not gonna talk. That's okay. You can answer it however you want to answer it. I talk to
I
Bella.
can't answer your question if you can't make it a complete sentence. We got to go back to elementary school and make a complete sentence with propositions and
It was
goddamn.
a complete sentence. You went all the way back to the beginning of the earth with Adam and Eve. I had a complete sentence. I said,
Okay, state your question again for the courts.
I gave context. I said, Poozie, just recently we hadn't had a problem because you stated you wanted to do a one-on-one with me. I also have a DM, if I need to pull it up, stating you
But
want.
see, it's okay for you to dig back into the past with this statement, but it's not okay for.
Let her finish the
I'm
thought.
not
Let her
digging
land her
into the
plane.
past.
Let
This
her
is
land
the
her plane.
present. Thank you. This is the
Prepositions.
Fair drop. You're not being fair. You asked her a question.
and she asked me to re-ask the question. So
But you're stating in your question now that you went back. You're willing to go back to DMs, but I'm not allowed to go back
Because
to
it's
day
the
one.
present.
It's contradicting.
because it's the present, Poozie.
But it's
Yeah,
okay
but you
for you
can't
to
tell
go back to
somebody,
the past
okay, hold
to
on,
give a
Poozie.
question about
So
the
what
present.
happens is-
Go ahead.
What's happening is you ask her how you came off asking the question at first. What you said was, when did I? And she went to answer it, and you cut her off.
That's not what happened.
It was like
You
you
just
was trying to
you
dictate.
can't handle what's coming at you. Now you want to drop out.
Can you allow me to finish? Because the question I asked, I made a statement first. I said, Poozie, you just recently in the present asked me to do a one-on-one. You also sent me a DM about having a conversation about it. So what did I do between that time? I gave context. We have to listen. We have to effectively listen to what people are trying to express. I'm trying to figure out from her saying she wanted to do a one-on-one with me to her saying that she wanted to have a conversation with me in my DM. What happened? What transpired between that time to now?
You changed
There
the
had to be-
question then.
I did not.
You
change
can-
the question.
if you
You
Listen.
didn't move the goalpost because your
Hold on, I
original
never changed the
question.
question. People just don't listen.
Hold on. You didn't.
you can-
Hold on. You didn't. You moved the goalpost.
No, I
But
didn't. I
again,
said that she
you
had
asked it
nobody
that
up
way
to
the
heard me say
second
anything
time.
about her doing the one-on-one.
Drop.
Nobody
Drop.
up to
Drop.
her.
You
didn't say it like that.
asked
You
her
didn't
the
say the whole
second way.
thing that way.
The way you
You didn't
just
say the
asked
whole
to
thing that
clarify
way.
that question,
Yes,
you asked her the
did.
second time that way.
I said, Poozie, you said that we were going to do a one-on-one, and I
Okay, so
agreed.
can we give
So
Poozie a
what
time
happened?
to? Can
Okay.
she reply?
So what
Can she
happened?
reply?
If you can drop, can you give me dates on the conversation on the back end?
It wasn't a conversation on the back end. It was a conversation on the front end. You had an interview with someone. A one-on-one.
Can y'all just
Say it again for me, drop,
just
please.
start over?
Quick.
Just start over, y'all.
No,
Just
we
start
don't
over.
need to start over for you. We are okay where we're at. You have an echo, queen, whatever your new name is now. Okay, drop. Say it one more time, please.
You were doing a one-on-one with someone, and I was in that live, and I told you how awesome of a job that you did. I can't remember who it was. Do you remember who it was?
I can say that I only did 3 interviews about 2 months ago.
Okay. So you did
Because
it?
I've been literally waiting for my interview with Bella before I go back into who the fuck did I meet on TikTok. So that was about 2 months ago.
I was good because I was in one of those lives and I told you how awesome of a job that you did, and you said, I want you to be my next 101. Is that correct?
See, drop. This is why nothing ever.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
I was having a conversation. She just told me to
Good
go back
morning.
to what I asked. So why are you
Okay.
interrupting us and we're having a back and forth?
Okay, now the reason why I asked for that, you all, is because when she asked me when did I wanted to go back to when she did. So that's what confused me in her statement. I thought she wanted to know when did my undecisiveness with her take to play. And as we all seen, Drop, we're not trying to attack you. We're just trying to get you to hear how several people hear the same thing that cause confusion that makes it look like you're contradicting your question. That's all.
But I never contradicted my question. I'm still asking the
Oh,
same
thank you. I finally got a big gift. Thank you. Shit. Thank you. God damn.
Yeah, somebody said it was Manny's interview, and that's right. So when you did Manny's interview, I said how awesome of a job you did with Manny. And then you said, well, Drop, I want you to be my next interview. So my question is very clear. From that point of when you invited me on your panel to do a one-on-one, what issue did we have that make you say that let me get some of this now in Diamond's panel? I'm trying to find out where was the fallout. Where was the fallout that we had that it went from you saying that you wanted to do an interview with me? It's very simple, very clear. Where was the fallout?
She said when you brought up her mama.
No. Y'all, let me answer her question.
I'm sorry. Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick? Can y'all please just let Queen and Poozie talk? Just like me, Professor and Mia is up here being quiet, it should be on these Drop and Poozie talking. Because we cannot hear them when other people are speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, my Drop. It came the day that I was a juror on Nitra's platform with her case versus you and that other lady. When we left court that day, I deemed you guilty on the fact that I was informed that the verdict was based on do you owe an apology for colorism being based on crowdfunding. So my verdict for you was guilty because there should be no color towards crowdfunding for anybody.
That's not colorism, though. That's not colorism. That would be prejudice.
Okay, well, I'm learning new words on TikTok and I used it incorrectly, but I felt like there should not be a certain color. You shouldn't have to be a certain color or race to be able to be crowdfunded for, so I deemed you guilty. And after that case, I found out that I was blocked.
Okay.
I went to DM you to bring you to my platform so we could discuss something that my moderator brought to my attention, which was Boo. And Boo didn't like the way that he said we were dogpiling you then and that the community had came against a melanated woman and it looked disgusting. So we carried that case. When everybody went to Heartbreakers, we carried that case to my platform to discuss. And actually, I had apologized for extra things that I said that was wrong for a black woman to do to another black woman. I didn't stick to the facts of the case. I did take some personal out on you with my verdict.
Okay, right. So thank you for admitting that. So if we can put a pin there, now I can give more context. So
Okay.
Nitra had a live having me as the point of her live about me saying that I didn't appreciate Nitra dragging a black woman who needed help, but then bring up a YT lady to help. So Nitra had a biased juror because she didn't even have me with representation. You didn't just.
And if we may be honest, Drop, the verdict changed on you like 3 times during that case.
Allow me to finish though, Poozie, because see, the conversation is getting convoluted. So you, Poozie, didn't just say I was guilty. You said a whole lot of vile stuff about me. So when you did that, And the day before or that day you had messaged me about talking to me about doing a one-on-one with you. I blocked you because I don't do the two-faced stuff. So I blocked you is right after I heard not that you found me guilty, but that you said all of the other vile stuff about me. So then when we were in another box together and you tried to address me, I said, girl, fuck you. And then it went to hell from there. But I was already insulted because you had just got into my DM to do a one-on-one and have a conversation with you about doing a one-on-one. And that same day or the next day, you say vile stuff about me in Nitra's live where I didn't even have representation or wasn't brought up to defend myself. But you took it upon yourself, though you wanted to do a one-on-one with me and found yourself to be friendly with me, but now you're dragging me in Nitra's live. So that's when the fallout happened. That's when I said, fuck you. That's when we started having a back and forth. And I may have called your mama bitch. I don't know. But like they say, there's no limits in roasting. We were roasting each other at that point.
Okay, and I understand, and now I got to understand that as I'm reaching out to you to apologize for the foul things that I said, you had been in the same process of blocking me, so we ran into a dead end, and that dead end ended with going to hell whenever we seen each other next. Correct?
No, it wasn't going to hell whenever we see each other. I had you blocked, so I was done with you. But now you wanted to go to hell with me.
No, okay, so if you were done with me in Nitra's court, what made you come back for me on Diamond's platform that Friday? Because when you're done, hold on. Because when you're done with somebody, you're done. You don't see them, you don't hear them, you don't respond to them. Me and Kia said on Nitra's platform that Friday, that Thursday that the court was, we said on Nitra's platform and nobody knew that me and Kia I hated the fuck out of Kia that day. But nobody seen that. Nobody saw that because when I'm done, I'm done.
But that's something different. You said y'all.
So your done isn't 100% done.
So I'm finna explain. You said you and Kia saw each other on that platform and didn't address each other. That's not what happened with us. You tried to address me on another platform and I said, girl, fuck you. And
I didn't try to address you on Diamond's platform. You inserted yourself in our conversation. I said, drop, this isn't about you. I was like, I'm talking to Diamond right now. And that's when you was coming at me with the fuck you. And I'm like, okay, it could be fuck me, but you're still interrupting Diamond responding back to me right now. You cut her answer off that she was about to give me for what we were talking about as far as me returning back to Messy Talk. You did that.
That's not true. That was before this instance that just was being played. Because on this instance that was just being played, you came up with Smoke and you said, let me get some of this.
Hold on. The reason why I came on Manny's platform and said, let me get some, which if I'm not mistaken, that may have been Monday, was because of what you had did to me on Friday that had nothing to do with what happened on Thursday. Thursday was Nitra Court. Friday was Diamond Platform. Mondays was Manny. I am very good with dates. So Thursday before court, we were cool. Thursday after court, you made a decision to block me because of what I said. Thursday after court, I made a decision to apologize, but didn't get the opportunity to. Friday, we met on the morning show, and then we went at it. But I didn't start with you because I only and solely pressed that button to go in that box to ask Diamond a question. If I come out of retirement, do you really think Messy Talk gonna be ready for me? Because I was deemed the creator who don't give a fuck and goes for any creator when I feel that they are wrong. And that's what me and Diamond was talking about. And then when you came in the box, you unmuted your mic and you came straight into our conversation.
Poozie, you're lying. I was already in the box and you addressed me, and that's why I said, girl, fuck you. I'm not just getting
your name did not come up in my conversation about me returning back to Messy Talk. Now you are the liar. Hello?
Okay, so it sounded like we're not going to get any result between you two.
What's the verdict, Bella?
Okay, so what I am going to have to do, both of you were allowed to deliberate, so I'm going to drop y'all down softly to the comment section. I'm going to open up these spaces to allow them to come up and make a decision. I have 3 spaces available. Okay. And the conversation really is about the question that is going to remain. Poozie, did you need to insert yourself in the dog pile session that Drop Queen was in? That is, in fact, the question at hand. I have 2 other spaces available. But jurors, I have quite a few. After listening to the conversation between Drop Queen and Poozie. All right, so I see. Hold on. Have y'all decided to deliberate, or you already have a decision that y'all like to make?
Oh, I'm ready for the decision.
What's your question, Bella?
Yes. Hello. Are you here to be a juror?
Yes, I am. I got a sore throat, but I can hear, and I hope y'all can hear me clearly. What was your question, though?
The question was, did Poozie insert her? Was Poozie wrong for inserting herself in the dog pile of Drop Queen?
No.
Okay, so yeah, that is the question I am posing. I have 1 more space available, and then we are going to get the vote started.
Drop Queen do it all the time. Can I say one thing, though, Bella? Please.
You have something you want to say about the case?
I do.
Okay.
Now, Drop Queen want to play the victim when everybody dogpile her. Okay, but I've been in. I'm not subscribed to anybody. I go to all of y'all panels regularly, and I just listen and watch. But okay, she called Poozie Mom a bitch, and admitted it. But because
That's not what she said. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's not what Drop Queen said. She said that if she did, she said she doesn't recall. She doesn't recall
I was in
saying.
there when she did. I was in there when she did.
And this is another issue right here, Bella. You got people coming up in this panel who are like close to these people or follow these people, and they side with these people. They can't be biased.
I follow everybody. I just don't subscribe to nobody because I'm not paying to watch nobody. But I watch them all. I watch Bella every Sunday. I watch Diamond in the morning. I watch Drop Queen when she go live. I watch Manny. I watch everybody. I'm not biased. But fair is fair and right is right. If you can sit and call somebody mom a bitch and then somebody tell you that they gonna spit in your face that you never ever will see, what is the difference?
Well, that's the wrong case.
So hold on. So Adrian, before I want to say this while you are in the panel to hear me clearly. So Adrian, because you are comparing one case to the other, I am going to have to dismiss you as a juror because it would be a conflict of interest, okay? I need people that's going to be up here that is not going to take any of this personal. We are only here 1 day a week, and we want this to be fair while we are here, okay? So I need someone else that's willing to come up, and if not, the panel was pretty even. So if anyone else is willing to come up, that's fine. If not, we're going to keep it as is. Okay.
So
all right. So
while we wait for two other people?
Yeah, if y'all would like to deliberate, that's fine. Well, let me see if I have anyone else that's willing to come up to be a juror.
Okay,
I have one more spot available. So hold on. So let me see. I misunderstood. I see that you are down there. Not misunderstood. Miss Not Like Most. She said, okay, yeah, I want you to understand. Understand, so we're not misunderstanding what I'm getting ready to say. So Miss Not Like Most. She compared one case to the other. Being as though you've been in a similar situation to that, you know I cannot allow that in court. Her viewpoints have to be focused on this case and this case only. She cannot compare one to the other, making her decision blurry. I don't want her or anyone on the panel blurring the lines on their votes. Do you understand, Miss Not Like Most? Your mic is muted.
I understand.
Okay. That's what I brought you up for. Thank you. I appreciate you watching the show. All right. Let me see. Are you here to be a juror?
I could be a juror. I love watching court.
Okay, well, thank you for your support. Thank you. All right, so y'all are ready to make y'all decision?
Bella,
Did y'all get
Bella,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can I ask a question before we start?
Okay.
I wonder if there can be a different question because the question that's being asked, they both do it.
In that particular situation, right? The reason why they got into it in the first place was because Poozie came into a panel while Drop Queen was being dogpiled on, and she tagged herself in to add more insult to injury. That's what the case is about. Now, although Poozie gave her justifications for it, it still doesn't change what happened in that moment last week.
Right.
Hence, Drop Queen
No,
was
but
saying,
I was just saying, you're asking a question when Drop does the same thing, and Poozie was wrong for doing that. So I was just asking. You're asking a question when both of them do the same thing. That's the only thing I'm saying.
okay. So now I would like to ask you a question, Mia. I steal, you steal, but I get caught stealing. And because they have me on camera stealing, right? I then say, okay, but Mia be stealing too, so why y'all only
I get it. Okay. I get it. I'm going to shut up. I'll wait. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Y'all be stealing too.
I was about
Mia,
to say,
you be
see where she
stealing,
going
girl.
at with this, Mia, right? That's why you start laughing, because you saw what she was going at with it.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm done, Bella. I'm sorry. I'm ready.
Look, T-Top said, okay, hold on. I see T-Top down there.
Yeah, I was about to say, now, come on, y'all. This is kindergarten now. But I was about to say the same thing you just said, so we good. That's all.
Okay, I'm making sure I wasn't tripping.
Okay, I'm gone.
Thank you for being here, T. Appreciate the support. All right, Drop Queen, she wanted to add one more thing before y'all made y'all decision.
I just wanted to say one thing, Bella. In every case that I have, people, they never stick to just the case and the evidence for the case. They bring up all the issues I may have on TikTok, which is irrelevant. And they shouldn't be doing that to anybody, not just me, because you don't know the facts of those issues. You cannot convolute the conversation of this case or any case for that matter, or anybody else's case, and say what they always do. What did they do in this instance? Just keep with the evidence of the case and stop trying to bring your personal, how you feel, what they did with something else. That's what makes it not fair. If y'all gonna be fair, be fair.
I'm always fair.
No,
So
you
if
said
you're
what
referring to
she
me,
always does it. She
I
always does it.
said
Just
they
like what was
both do it.
here.
That's
But
what
it
I
doesn't have
said.
anything to do with what
And then you
happened in
sitting
this
up here, you
case.
sitting up here wanting to argue when you
Oh boy.
when Bella voiced her opinion or why she's bringing up the case. My answer was going to be that Poozie was wrong. So you want to fight and argue about every single thing.
All
Yeah,
right.
honestly, Drop Queen, the same thing that you just got up
Yeah.
here and you did the same thing during the whole case. You brung up stuff from 16 days ago, not the specific incident. You was talking about stuff that her DMing you, wanting you to come speak. Like it had nothing to do with the direct case. So you did the same thing in a sense.
Right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm never like that. I mean, I don't have no case in none of these fights. But my opinion is my opinion. And I just asked a question. That's all it was.
Well, can I say this? I know this is not actual court, but in real court, when a person is already got a past, like a background, they tend to do bring up like, past stuff that they did, like their past convictions and stuff. I just want to throw that out there.
That's not what she did, y'all. She gave context. So y'all, okay, like this is the problem with this app. Y'all take y'all personal feelings that y'all feel about a person, and then y'all blur it with what the situation is in the forefront. And that's what's happening right now. She gave context in their relationship. That's what she did. She did not go all the way back. She stuck to the context of what their relationship was in that time. That's all she did. That's it. I'm sitting here listening to the whole thing.
It was
Remove our
very relevant
feelings.
to the case, very much relevant. All of that she
I don't
said.
I don't have nothing against Poozie. I ain't even told y'all who was wrong and right. I'm just giving y'all. I'm just telling y'all what she did. So y'all saying I don't like Poozie. I ain't saying nothing negative about Poozie. I ain't saying nothing negative about Drop. I'm just telling y'all she gave context. That's it.
I get what you're saying. She gave some context, but she did take it back. We had to ask her to reiterate the story several times from the original how she worded the question originally when she said it. She switched it the second
No,
time
I
she
understood
said the
exactly what she
question.
was saying. Y'all did that. It was semantics. What she was saying was she literally gave a statement at first and was saying, "Hey, you know what? Me and you been cool. I don't know what's happening with me and you. So what have I done to you?" She literally said, "Me and you have been cool. What have I done to you?" So if somebody's been cool with you, whatever happened in the past is already in the past because me and you cool now. So what have I done to you for me to warrant this?
Like how you want to
Exactly. And
be.
when
But I'm
Poozie
gonna
went
go.
to answer and told her, well, it started when she was like, well, you going back. Well, I'm trying to tell you when the problem started with me. You can't pick a time of when
Okay.
the problem started when she was trying to tell her when the problem started and she cut her off and was like, nah, I'm talking about when this time. Well, she was trying to tell you really when the problem started for her.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. So I don't like being in deep comments. I was just trying to help, but okay. No, Posey didn't get to
Thank you,
answer.
sis.
Posey did not get to answer. So she said she didn't get to answer. No, she didn't. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Should we let Poozie come back up and give her side of her answer?
Literally
Because
getting ready.
it's only right.
She's coming up as we speak. All
Yes,
right.
thank you so much,
I'm
Ma,
sorry,
because
I don't know Poozie or Drop Queen, so my opinion is totally off of what we're hearing today. I don't know neither one of them, guys. I know Bella because I subscribe.
and I understand that, and I like when the jurors don't know us at all. I love that. But everybody said why I even turned my camera on. The reason for that was because she asked me a question. The words I got out, she cut me off. We went into deliberating on me comprehending, and I still never got to give my whole answer because I was still unsure. So she spun me around in her question to make me have several different answers. But when I went to answer, I couldn't give absolutely none of them. So then it summed into what I felt was the initial problem was her blocking me because she said I said foul shit. So that insinuated that she had the problem with me. I didn't, but I never got to say that. She took what I said on Nitra's platform, held it against me, and blocked me. She went back to me wanting to interview her, which that was over 2 months ago. That was about 2 months ago. So her question to me was not going to have a straightforward answer because she included month past with present. And that's why I deemed her a contradiction. I never got to answer.
Yeah, but Poozie, on some real stuff, like you could have got her in a drag session somewhere else. If you really wanted to address her as a woman, you could have did that somewhere else. Now you was
Well, I
wrong
did. I
because
did
on
on my
some
platform. Now, what I
hold
did
on,
on
but
my
Poozie, let's talk
platform.
about on some real time, on some real
Okay.
NIGGA time. You know you don't do no stuff like that. You mind the business that pays you. That business wasn't paying you over there, so you really had no business inserting yourself in that.
Now, let me correct you on that because we did collect over $60 for her car mix and her muzzle. So that business did pay me. Now, again, the reasoning for me inserting myself on Manny's platform was because I didn't get to address her fully on Diamond's platform. So therefore, when I had the time and she was in the space, I took the opportunity. Now, had a box never opened up, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. But there was an empty box. Somebody brought me up and I was able to address her in real time about her statements. And instead of her letting me talk to her about what happened Friday, she decided to come for my crowdfunding and come for my mother. And that's when the tables turned and I cammed up. Then she put a picture of me on her green screen and called me ugly. And then I went to hell with her because what I'm not is ugly. I cammed up to show that her screenshot was invalid. And then she also had me blocked, but yet she had content of me on her device that she held for the moment to be able to come back at me. And that's why everything went a whole nother direction. And I had 18 minutes to respond to her for what she had done to me with my picture. But it went to another place and she dropped or whatever happened. She disappeared or whatever happened. And I didn't get to, like I said, I don't come for people on other people's platform because I'm known for doing that on my platform. But like I said, the time and the space and the place was in line and I took that opportunity to. Any more questions for me, jurors, before I drop? Okay, thank you all. Y'all can continue with the verdict.
Okay, thank you for coming up. It looked like Drop Queen was trying to come in, but there is 3 more cases that we need to get to. So jurors, if you are done with the testimony.
Yeah, I don't feel like we need to hear. In my personal opinion, I don't feel like we need to hear from both of them again. I'm ready to vote if the jury's ready to vote.
Me too.
I agree. Okay. So since y'all did not agree with the question that I was posing, jurors, you're going to have to come up with the posing question.
Oh, you can keep your question. It's your show.
Keep the question because I know what my answer is. I know what my vote is.
I mean, it's your show. If that's your question, that's your question.
Okay. All right. So the question was Poozie wrong for dogpiling on Drag Queen in that moment?
She was dead wrong.
So I'm gonna start from the top.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. SYL, was Poozie wrong? Yes or no?
Yes.
Vonda?
No.
You?
Amari, yes.
Mia?
Yes.
I'm her?
I'm going to say no, but can I explain why I'm saying no? Because in the rules of engagement, once something is put out there in the air, you cannot control how somebody come back at you or when they come back at you. So it was already put out there in the atmosphere that they already had a little, so however Poozie got back at her, that's how she got back at her. So I'm going to say no.
And Mai.
I'm with I'm her. I'm definitely going to say no because you can't control that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hung jury, so the decision is definitely left up to the citizen of this court. All right, the final decision, and we are moving on to the next case. If Poozie was wrong, smiley face yes, sad face no. The final verdict is left up to the citizens of Accountability Court. While they are voting, please follow the Bella Leon Show page. I am here Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to Tasha Mack with the backdrops and emotes. Tasha Mack be doing her things. You might want to get with her. She is the GOAT of these backdrops, respectfully. Thank you for the likes.
Bella, can I say something? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can I say something? My answer was the reason why my answer was is because I don't like for it could be a topic and somebody can just come up on somebody's panel and start talking about somebody they dislike. I feel like if you're gonna do that on your own page. Don't just disrupt a panel because you want to beef with somebody. That's why my answer was what it was.
All right, and 139 people concluded that Poozie was not wrong. So the courts have found Poozie not guilty. Poozie, they have found you not guilty in Accountability Court today. All right. We are going to move on to the next case. This is why it is important for all parties to be heard, because despite what our opinion may be, your peers have the final say in Accountability Court. And with that said, we are moving on to the next case. We have Alex versus Bryson and white people, okay? If you would like to come up and be a juror, you may request up. I've had some clips sent to me and I'm going to press play.
Just told the most diabolical shit about what she experienced with a black man. And when a white woman come up here and defend us, shut the fuck up and you ain't a part of the conversation.
But why are we? But why are we doing this? Listen, I stand on what I said. I'm sorry. I stand on what I said. Sorry. If she felt the way about that, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if she felt the way about that. She didn't get out. What we always tell people come on this panel, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. She'll be all right.
I'm not about to fight with you.
I'm not trying to fight with you, bro. I'm just saying she need to get out her feelings. I don't care. I don't care, y'all. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Listen to me real quick. Listen to me real quick, Jay.
I'm listening.
But this is why they don't feel welcome. This is why they don't want to.
Hey, Javon,
because we don't let them come up and talk.
I just want to say this real quick. Listen, Javon, what do you think when a black woman say the shit that one purpose just said? And she said in front of
one purpose, not one purpose.
No, I don't give a fuck what your name is.
I know.
Listen,
but it don't matter.
I ain't talking to you. I don't got shit to say to you. I know you don't. But you're talking to Jay Pop, but you're still talking to me. So you apparently have something. Every black man on this panel, I don't got nothing for you, ma'am. Javon, what does that sound like? What does that sound like? What does that sound like when a white man hears what a black woman got to say about a black man?
I said, she's anti-black.
White woman come here and she defend a black man. We can't do that type of shit.
We gotta
own out when our own is wrong.
And that's what we were doing. Were we not doing that? We wasn't doing that.
She just said you and anybody else.
I just told her when I elevated my voice when I first came on the panel.
That's one clip. I'm going to the next.
shit when you said Diamond walked away from the goddamn cam screen and wanted us to argue. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what the fuck it is. You can't fucking beat down the people that come and defend us. That's why this black lady telling everybody as a niggas, as a who we are as people. And that's a fucking lie. We ain't like that. Every nigga don't regard. I don't know what a fucking plan B is.
Alex wasn't saying your book right now.
This is for everyone. And understand that some language at the end of the day, I feel like everybody should have a piece of it, no matter what.
Let's go to that running motherfucking mouth. I'm gonna run your motherfucking mouth. You a whole bitch up there. You a whole bitch. You a whole bitch. That's what the fuck you is, old white ass nigga coming in. Now listen to that. Yo, bitch ass. You listen to them. You a bitch ass nigga right here. That's what the fuck you is, you young ass. I'm talking about. You young punk ass nigga. You a punk. Oh yeah, fine. You fat ass nigga. We don't live by no that line. Fuck ass boy.
Go ahead and drop.
All right, I'll say that right.
Fuck ass. I'm not getting Smith. Young niggas like that, I slapped the fuck out of that young. He ain't even a young nigga. He my age. I slapped that nigga down to the ground. Cause you want me to tell you something? That's that racist ass, twisted ass shit. We don't do like that. We ain't hiding. We don't do that fucking shit. Especially when somebody come and defend us, Don. They defending us. When this black woman was fucking tearing us apart, same way he young, told you a fucking pole. That type of shit. When somebody's defending us, you stick up for the person that's defending you. That's coming to rock with you. That's how you show a difference. Not that fuck ass shit. I ain't with no motherfucking fuck ass shit. My whole family black. Bitch, I'm proud to be black. When somebody comes to defend me, I'm fucking with the people that come to defend me. Especially when this black, diabolical ass woman just sit on this panel and told us how we ain't shit and we keep on playing B in our back pocket. I don't know what a plan B is, baby. I know it may destroy your baby. Any kids I want to have, I want to keep them. What the fuck are you talking about?
I gotta agree with Braxton. You know, I don't like that clown ass nigga. I gotta agree with him. Y'all ignorant as fuck.
Diamond wants to talk.
I'm talking. You shut
Diamond wants to talk. Diamond wants to talk, dumbass. Diamond wants to talk. You came in here just talking. Just come in here and mute one time. Diamond wants to talk. Diamond wants to talk.
When you get out your parents' house,
you a grown-ass child.
Y'all young ass get up here thinking y'all
Diamond was trying to talk the whole time.
Anti-black, but y'all just let this black lady disrespect y'all and